Hey everyone, September 27th, and I just want to do a quick update as I water my garden. It's a beautiful day, about I don't know, mid to high 20s, no humidity, beautiful sun, and my kale is already sprouted that I put the other day. I hope it will work out. Good progress so far, and I'm just watering. We had 4 days of 20-degree weather, so I'm really glad I protected everything and I didn't pick much of the harvest for that first apparent frost that we had. I don't even know if it even happened. I think just one of my hostas lost its leaves, or has brown wilted leaves. But anyway, I just want to give a shout out to Mrs. Longlegs over here with a big belly, looking after my carrots. And I think it's important we recognize the helpful critters of our garden on occasion. I'm very grateful that I haven't had any pests impacting my root veggies this season, so I wanted to give that shout out. I have my makeshift greenhouse going again, and just I forgot the name again, but those plants I showed in my last episode from my client, they're doing well still. And I know it's gonna get cold and they're gonna lose their leaves. I just want to help them as much as possible. It's about 15 in there right now, and it's about 13 outside. Let's see, not even 15. So this is doing pretty much nothing, but it is covered for frost. So that is, I guess, my main concern. I don't know. Lilac still nice and beautiful leaves, healthy leaves. Another plant from a customer that I want to take care of. Summer 2020. Definitely gonna miss it. These corn are super sad. Super sad. I may pick these as well, and I don't know. Maybe there'll be one. This one looks like it grew to full size, and that's about it. The rest of them are super small. So I don't know. Halloween decoration, fall decoration. That's about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my gardening vlog here at Suns Out Productions. Beautiful sunny day today, October 5th. Bit chilly, but not too cold to enjoy outside here. We had a last 2 or 3 nights of frost, so I've left everything covered pretty much straight through, and everything looks pretty like it's sustained. You could tell by this basil I didn't cover that. It wasn't that bad yet. The frost hasn't been that bad. Even the marigold there that are still doing pretty good. I am hoping to get a at least another a cucumber or two from my cucumber. I ran out of, I tried to cover everything as much as possible, but I don't have that much tarp and stuff. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, but in my previous update, but we can see, unfortunately, that I lost a lot of these small cucumber shoots. They turn brown because the whole thing is turning brown, but there are still a couple that I'm hoping will continue to develop for another couple of weeks. I don't know. It's a slow rate of growth right now for everything, so I don't know if it'll be enough. It'll all depend on whether or not it'll be warm enough. There's another one here. I literally, we've only had one so far that I showed you earlier, and it was delicious. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of sun here, so it was a tough go. And they were heirloom. They weren't even organic. I'm sure it would have been a lot slower. Got a lot of tomatoes under here still to come. So I'm actually going to be uncovering everything. So I wanted to do another update to show that how I've left the garden for a few days before I uncover everything again, because it's supposed to be there's no frost call for the next couple days at least, so I'd like if the plants could breathe again a little bit more and get some more sun in the next couple of days. And then I might just I don't know, I might just pick everything on today's Monday, on Thursday. I'm really losing my patience. It takes a lot of time to cover up. Like, you know, when you're using all different kinds of materials, you know, like that, toboggan and all, you know, broomsticks, you name it. Whatever works, whatever does the job. Storage bin to get the potato under there. I'm actually gonna dig up probably today or tomorrow. That potato is dying, and I don't know, I gotta check out the one over here still. Carrots, I don't know, they still got a ways to go, so I'm gonna cover them. See, there's a little bit exposure here, so I'm a bit worried. And they got some exposure, it doesn't look like it, to the frost in the last couple days. I came out yesterday morning, but not again yesterday night, so I don't know how long that hole's been there. What are you gonna do? I didn't do a perfect job, so, you know, I don't blame the frost. And hosta-wise, still pretty healthy, considering it's had a bunch of frost already. I haven't done any work in here for a while, but some beautiful seeds. I love the seeds of these things. They're so oh, and an earwig. Head first. Oh man, I love the texture. They're smooth. They're like little beans. Hosta seeds. So noticing now, I guess it's a season for this ivy. I think it's English ivy to thrive, I guess, in the cooler weather, because I didn't notice it as much this summer, or maybe it's because I haven't cut my grass in a few weeks. But I just want to point out how this stuff is spreading, and it's two varieties. See, there's this one, and this one, but it's like everywhere. And once this happens, your lawns, you gotta pick it all out by hand because weed killer isn't gonna kill this ivy. Not that I know of. There may be one out there, but like it's literally every square foot. You know, and I think this stuff has been in this yard for like years, and then it was neglected by the tenants who came before us. So I guess there's 2 points that I'm making. One is risks involved in renting your property out to tenants, and another one is just stay away from ivies because they spread like wildfire, including the creeping Chester, or creeping Charlie. They're around, they go under. Well, I don't know, the root system was already there before I put the blocks in, but it's just, it really has to stay contained, otherwise it's wildfire. So, just took a look at my mushroom logs here, and I saw in the back of, they usually grow away from the, usually the, north side of, because, you know, we're in the north here, northern hemisphere, so the sun is more to the south, so the least sun is on the north side, so it's perfect for this side of the house. This is pretty dark, and then this side of the back side of this log is facing north, all these logs. So just turned it over and I found mushrooms finally, but not the mushrooms I'm looking for. Not the ones I plugged in there. So, you know, it's really frustrating, really too bad. It took a lot of work to do this. You know, even those, I don't know. I think that's the same one. They look the same white fuzzy stuff. These are the they're supposed to be shiitake, and those are definitely not shiitake. So, I'm gonna go check out my oysters now. Anyways, no oysters. I think it's kale updates with a lot of mint to detract slugs. I don't know if it's really working. You can see there's evidence. That one is doing much better. Hopefully it's been working. I don't know why I didn't freaking try it sooner. I got so much mint coming out of the yin yangs, and I should have just, and so I've been cutting up that, putting it on, and tomato clippings too, see? And I don't know, this cabbage picked up, but the slugs in here have also picked up on it. Unfortunately, there was 3 on this one. Yeah, see? I don't know if they're gonna have a chance. I don't know if the cold is going to fend off these or kill these slugs. I don't know. Anyways, a few more tomatoes almost ready here. That one also did really well. Definitely try to keep some of those seeds. Those are the kind of seeds you want from the plant. Not the ones with, well, this is a beefsteak, so it naturally produces less, but comparatively speaking, right, this one versus this one, I mean, it's possible that it had, I don't know, more fertilizer or something unnatural, like something human induced, right? But I mean, if you're gonna pick, you might as well pick the one that's producing more. From my understanding, from my my rational skills, from my So when I'm putting mint here, you know, it's very fertile. It's very invasive. There's a lot of seeds here. So when I'm picking it and applying it, I'm making sure I'm not getting any of these seed clusters, because we all know what's gonna happen next year. I mean, it's not the worst thing as a cover crop. It'll definitely keep your soil healthy. You need to know there's a difference between putting mint and putting mint. Okay, what I'm doing is deadheading the cucumber, and I should have thought of this sooner, but that will definitely help speed up the maturity, the growth of the cucumbers already at the bottom and, you know, in progress.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's October
13.
here, and Sun's Out Productions, Going Down Productions, and we're gonna crack open the one and only holy corn on the cob that we got here. And oh my gosh, it's so thin and dwindling. If it's not moldy, it's pests. Let's see what it is. Or not pollination, not adequately pollinated. Look how thin it is. Ah, they're big.
Yeah.
Big kernels.
It's
Wow, just very few. Cool.
Successful.
Wow. Huh. That's interesting. So it's totally edible. Boil in water. Nice big juicy kernels. Just very few of them. It's a very thin cob. Cool. That's the one big one that's of that size we have in the garden. I think there's a few more that I'll open and show the camera. Put this, no, leave it.
Moving to it. Yes. Baby one.
So cute.
See the thing?
Wow.
Did it pollinate?
Yeah.
Good job.
They're big. Wow, look, they're twisted.
Oh well, I don't know why, but at least it's big, so that's good.
That's cool. Yeah, they're not moldy at least.
Yeah.
Just not enough sun in the garden here, as you know already. Even though the sun's out at Sun's Out Productions, it doesn't necessarily reach the crops during the day in the summertime. Star corns. Beautiful. Nice white leaves on them. Some purple and everything. Really nice color.
It's a stick.
Wow. If this one has big kernels too, I laugh hard.
So it looks like it's not
You
pollinated.
think the small cobs.
Oh yeah, that's non-pollinated, see?
Yeah, see. Not enough pollination. Wow.
There's one there, there's one there.
And this is our second last potato patch. Still have the very loud construction machines in the back. And it is October
13.
13. Still. Let's see how many golden nuggets we'll get from this patch. I don't know if they're yellow or red.
Check it out.
Don't remember. I'm just hungry for potatoes. Beautiful soil. Did such a good job on it. Willie the worm still treading shallow in mid-October. Better be careful, Willie. The frost is on its way. How deep are these things?
Very deep.
I hope everyone in Canada had a nice Thanksgiving weekend. I definitely did. My girlfriend turned 30. Shout out to my girlfriend. Oh man. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Abbiamo trovato delle patate. Finalmente. Finalement. Dit les personnes du Québec. Finalement. Two. This patch had 3 stems, so there better be a lot of potatoes. More than the other ones. The other patches only had, I think, 2. And I pulled out about 6 potatoes. I don't remember how much now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stab any. There's roots here, so follow the root. Oh, it's too tight, this soil. I don't know if anything would grow on the edge. What? All that stem? 1 potato each stem so far. Oh. I gotcha. Ready or not, here I come. Four, 5, 6 little piggy, 7 little piggy. Eight little piggy. Looks like something else down there. Oh, that's not good. Follow the route. Really deep. Looks like that's it.
Mm.
All right. Right on. Six potatoes, barely. Oh my goodness. Wow. Not very impressive. I think I put, well, I only put one potato, so I guess, but the one I put was big like this one, like the biggest one. So, not very impressive. And a piece of metal here. Alright. You can shut it. Alright. And our last pumpkin patch of the year. Let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hold your hats because it's showtime. Hopefully it'll be more impressive than the last one. I buried this one really deep, about 2 feet from here down, I think. Let's see what we got. I could already think of an innovation for growing potatoes. A lot of people probably already do it, but I don't know. I'll cut a chunk out. To plant them with a stick, so like this. Put that in with the potato, so it grows up the stick, and then like keep these long. Keep the brand all like a bunch of other ones, so that when you pull up, when it's harvest time, you'll break the soil, pulling the stick out, and that should help you find your way in without cutting any up like I am, because I'm rushing. Don't want to be here for a century for 4 potatoes. One. Super tiny. Yeah, I guess not having a lot of sun here too will also contribute to the small size of these, even the small number of them. But they are definitely an easy crop to grow, and very well worth it. Potatoes are delicious and they're versatile. With dishes, they could do a lot of different things. You could do a lot with them. And very resistant to pests and weather events, drought, and all that. So I think I will definitely continue to grow them. So what I did when I dug the holes for the potatoes is put a layer of compost, a layer of garden soil, layer of compost, and a layer of garden soil, organic compost, which I've done a lot of videos on. My compost has a lot of ash, leaves, shells, kitchen scraps, potatoes. I can't believe that would be all we got, considering the stems sprout up, shot up on all the potato patches, like within a couple, I don't know, not even 2 weeks. They shot up big stems, lush stems with big leaves, with I mean a lot of leaves. From so deep I planted them, so I would think with so much grow time they would be producing like at least half a dozen. That's how the story goes with potatoes. But I guess they're not as tolerant as they're made out to be when it comes to sun. They need a lot of sun. I don't know, it was a really hot summer too. Maybe that was an issue too. See, some oyster shell. And carbon from the fire pit. Worms. Lots of worms. Is it always a good sign? Huh. Seems like that's gonna be it. Let's keep here. Wow, it really sucks that having a yard with not enough sun. Like, wow, good thing we don't rely on the food we grow, because not being able to have a say on all these trees on the property, you know, on whether or not they stay or come down would really really be shitty if we had to depend on the food we grew, and all of our land was covered in these big trees. So thank God for that. Anyway, we will. What do we have to do next? I guess just harvest. Well, we'll just cut the corn and decorate it, put it as decoration at the front. And that's it. The cucumbers, a couple more cucumbers here that are actually still growing, so we may just end up with some tiny cucumbers, but I don't know, the leaves are all dead, so I don't know exactly how far they'll get. The tomatoes are all still lush green, which is awesome. A lot of tomatoes left on this one that are slowly, very slowly progressing. And so yeah, I'm gonna wrap up all these tarps because there's no sign of frost for the next week again. Tomatoes, cherry tomatoes are still going strong. I have to wrap up these tarps. And I want to, I saw online for slugs to put a jug of beer in the garden bed, and apparently like they'll all go in there and drown. So I'm gonna try that out. Some beautiful fall colors in the yard here. Fire orange. And nice yellow leaf color on the ground already. But still a lot of maple leaves on all these maple trees around. A lot of leaves on all the trees still got a ways to go. That fire red one is beautiful there, my neighbor's yard. So nice. Yeah, so I wanted to just add, it was a hard lesson that we learned. Growing corn in a yard that doesn't get much sun. I actually put in all the work because I thought that we would get some, and I learned that hard lesson. So for those out there who didn't know that, hopefully you'll appreciate that, and you can let others know as well who might be living, you know, and wanting to try something, you know, other people like myself who don't really follow you know, general rules of gardening, because every situation is different. So it's really hard, especially, you know, we're all in different zones, so it's hard to just always succumb. If we had to follow every rule, we wouldn't do anything. So I think for our zone 5 and probably surrounding zones 4 and 6, I think it's a pretty valid argument that if you're only getting about 6 hours of sun in the peak of summer, it's not a good idea to be planting corn or what else? Salads did well. Cauliflower doesn't do really well. I don't remember. Actually, it was organic cauliflower, so maybe a different kind of cauliflower would do better. But as you've seen, the tomatoes did great, and they're supposed to be organic tomatoes, so that's definitely one very good viable option for a yard with not a lot of sun. Carrots, root vegetables will do good. Small salads, we did we did a lot of arugula, broccoli, microgreens, basil, a lot of herbs. Parsley does fine here. Basil, cucumber, again, not so much. And I think the same would be the same for sweet pepper. Squash, not so much. One plant is about 3.5 feet tall, and it didn't even produce any veggies. A lot of flowers, but no veggies. So I mean, the one that our biggest squash plant has a little squash on it, and it's just it's just hopeless. Like, it's been the same size for about a month. It's really something else. So that's just some learning lessons from this growing season, and I'm really glad that, you know, I'm really proud of lessons, even though, you know, I spent a lot of time and didn't get a lot in return. I'm happy I tried it on my own to see for myself, because if we don't try, we never know. Like I said, every circumstance is different. Every garden, every location is different. Even within certain zones, you have microclimates and stuff. So, yeah. So hopefully you were able to benefit as well from my learning experiences this summer. And thank you for watching, and even if it's in the future, I hope that you'll continue to follow the channel and stay engaged, stay in touch, and ask any questions or share any other insights or lessons that maybe you learned, or wisdom that you have that you think would be useful for me. I will continue to do some more updates. I don't think this will be my last video of the season, because we still have a lot on the go here, but that is part of my end of season summary and reflection that I wanted to share. I just did a quick front door decoration with some stems from the Jumanji vine that grows like crazy. Has some nice, very nice color leaves, and I got an abundance of vines, and they are really good for tying. So see how that looks at the front door.